Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the vlog. So currently just working on the series of episodes that we're doing at the moment with how to learn jujitsu. Still wondering a little bit about what I'm going to do next, really. So just keep an eye out. Watch this space for that. I'll have the hold down uh, travel vlog, like visiting Hold Down up in Ruakaka. I'll have that out soon. So those are the two kind of big things I've got coming out on the channel. Um, the other thing, I guess, pretty excited to announce that I have a super fight on Who's Next Grappling in Brisbane on October 18th. So that's going to be 3 5-minute rounds in the pit. I'm fighting a really game opponent out of Brisbane called Sebastian Pentreath. So tune in for that. All the better if you're there in person, of course. But yeah, make sure that you tune in. That'll be really awesome. Really looking forward to that. It's nice to have something on the calendar to work towards. It's sometimes I really struggle in my own training when I don't have like a specific competition or goal in mind, just to help me like really kind of dig a little bit deeper and push in those rounds where you're like, okay, well, now there's a sense of urgency. I've really got to like sharpen these things up. And yeah, I don't know, just I guess for the way my mind works, I like to kind of have those things like an objective measure against which I can go, okay, cool, well, I'm working towards that now, working towards that. Yeah, it's just kind of good for the motivation, I suppose. What else? I've got a new job, so that's changing my work schedule and routine a lot. Only started last week, but I've already made like some really good progress in terms of shifting around my schedule and building back to a more regular routine of training, and not being so burnt out. That was kind of the big thing that I was pushing up against, was just a constant state of burnout. By the time the end of the day came around, like the end of the work day came around, I was so cooked mentally and emotionally from work, that yeah, I didn't really have anything to like be able to put into training. And it's not until you take a step back from it that you realize how much it's been taxing you. So yeah, I've been like teaching in the classroom for over a decade now, and yeah, it's time for a different aspect of education for me, to find a better life balance. And I really valued the time that I've had teaching, but yeah, for me, I've always been involved in teaching students with learning difficulties or learning needs. So yeah, the new job is a little bit more suitable for me, being able to support students with acute health and learning needs, getting alongside students and working more individually with them. And that's kind of where my passion is in teaching as well. So yeah, I guess I'll just have to see how it goes. You just take every day as it comes. And yeah, I'm only a week into it, but I'm already finding, yeah, just feeling much more energized come the end of the day, or come training at the end of the week. Even when I start to peak my intensity in my training on the weekends, I've now got more energy to be able to dig deeper and put a greater effort in. So yeah, very happy about that. And yeah, the big obstacle I think there for me, and this is probably something that hopefully resounds with you guys as the audience, is that like it's really important not to be afraid to take a bit of a leap into uncertainty, or to make changes in your life where things aren't working out for the best. It's very easy for us to sit in our comfort zone and be like, oh well, what I've currently got is good enough, and security. And I mean, people don't really like change. We all like to have our set things, but I got to a stage for me where I was like, okay, well, if I don't make this change now, I can see where I'm going to be in the next 20, 40 years, and that's not somewhere where I'll be happy. So um, I just had to take a bit of a leap of faith and decide, hey, this is the way that I need to go if I do actually want to give like jujitsu the proper effort. If I want to put the right amount of time in and dedicate myself to the sport in the short window that it really has and that I have, I really need to make this kind of change for myself and those around me. So certainly no regrets. You know, uh, it's not something that I'm going, oh shit, like I'm second guessing now whether that was the right thing to do. I'm very happy with my decision. It's allowed me to take up an invite from the boys at CKB to come down and roll as well at City Kickboxing. So thank you very much for the invite, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to training with the guys. They're super professional, very welcoming, and the training's been awesome. So adding that into my schedule alongside East Side Grapplers out here in Panmure on the east side of town, and then also to Kaha, that's really giving me. I mean, I'm hitting a lot of different angles, a lot of different mats, and a lot of different bodies, and um, really happy with how that schedule's looking so far. We'll see how it goes. Potentially might add some more to that if the schedule allows. But yeah, I do need to make sure that on the other side of it, now that I've freed up this time, that I don't go too far overboard now and say yes to too many things and then find myself in the same time poor situation that I was in before. So it's all a balance. You try to build the best schedule you can. You try to make sure that you can keep improving and all of these things. And there are only so many hours in a day. I do have to keep reminding myself that more is not always more. That's a lesson that we learned a long time ago, but it pays to remember. Sometimes we think, oh, okay, I just need to get it all in. I need to do more. I need to do more. I need to do this. I need to add this. I need to do more weightlifting. I need to do more training. And then once again, I'll just fall into a cycle of burnout when I do that. So I have to be a little bit more strategic with how I use my time and purposeful and have intention in where I'm gonna put the effort in. So whether that's my strength and conditioning, just have that structured in, be non-negotiable. And the trainings and things now are in place, and I just have to stick to those, and consistency will carry us through as it's continued to do. I've never really been a person with massive physical talent or elite level athleticism. I mean, it's really only through consistency that I've really done anything worthwhile or achieved anything. And it wasn't because I was the smartest person, the toughest person, the strongest, or whatever. It was just like, okay, well, I understand the process. I'm going to just have to respect it and just keep getting in there. And it's worked for me so far. So we'll just continue to put our faith in that and see where it goes. Um, Other than that, I wanted to keep this pretty short, just a little bit of a life update about where the vlogs are and where the matches are. But yeah, so I'll target Brisbane in October. A huge thank you to Who's Next Grappling for having me on. It's an awesome promotion. I saw their first show, um, which ran earlier this year or late last year, and a bunch of the boys that I know from over in Brisbane were on it. So it was really cool to watch it, and then yeah, be able to leverage my performance at CJI to get onto the show. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Make sure you tune in. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Let me know what you would like to see in the next learning how to learn jujitsu vlog. I'm happy to discuss any topics, and if I don't have like direct knowledge myself, I'll go out and research it and then like potentially come back with some sources. So um, I think I've got a couple of topics that I have in the back of my head I want to kind of explore. But if there are any in particular in terms of being able to study the sport, like what you can be doing off of the mats, or on the mats, whatever, I don't mind. I'll discuss any topic. I'll happily have a yarn about anything. Let me know in the comment section, and yeah, I'll get to it. Other than that, I guess I'll catch you in the next vlog episode. Have a good one. Stay safe on the mats. Train hard. Uh, and yeah, I guess that's it. Ciao.